Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie and welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Today I want to come to you with a video I'm calling the apology tour. Today I was doing what I normally do. I'm looking through social media and I'm noticing all of these apologies. And so I want to talk about it and let's get into it. The first person who I would say is the opening act of the apology tour is Snoop. Snoop has apologized to Gayle King. I believe Snoop said he had a conversation with his mother. I'm sure his mother is one of the few people that can correct him and let him know he was wrong for what he said about Gayle King. Snoop said he wanted to issue Gayle a public apology because he publicly overreacted. He acted off of emotions, and he was just very angry about the questions Gayle asked. He said, I should have handled it in a way different manner. I was raised way better than that. So I would like to apologize publicly for the language that I used in calling you out of your name and just being disrespectful. I understand why Snoop apologized. It was a huge part of social media that criticized him for calling Gayle, I believe he said, a funky dog faced bitch. I think that's what he said. What Snoop said was harsh. I believe the most harsh thing that he said was, they gonna come see you, which in slang means somebody might come whoop your ass, or they should come whoop your ass. And I said in a previous video, two previous videos. One, I was with Snoop. I made a video out of emotions. I was angry. I said what I said. And it is what it is. You're entitled to having emotions. You're entitled to react when you think someone is on bullshit. And I still stand by what I said. I felt like she was on bullshit. Now, Snoop being the person that he is, the celebrity that he is, to say they're going to come see you, took it over the top, because it's ignorant people out here that may think, oh, Snoop telling us to go whoop Gayle King's ass. And mind you, I don't advocate violence towards anyone. You can say, she said some messed up stuff. I'm allowed to say what I want to say in reaction to what she said in that interview. But I understand why he apologized, especially probably for the second part of what he said out of anger. People say stuff out of anger all the time, and sometimes when you calm down and really think about it, you like, I shouldn't have said that, and you apologize. And I respect Snoop for apologizing. Angie, are you gonna apologize? No. I'm gonna stick to I said what I said. I don't feel, I'm not a celebrity, so I don't feel any pressure to be politically correct in having to stand up for Gayle King. In my first video, I don't think I was disrespectful. Now, I might have said the B word out of anger. People call people a bitch every day. That, to me, that wasn't disrespect. But I also, in my second video, said people need to stop. They don't need to advocate violence. They don't need to cyberbully. That was taking it too far. But people should be allowed to express their anger if someone did something that they disagree with. Everyone in this world cannot agree. And that's just period. We all are not going to agree. That's why it's called my opinion. Now, let's move along. Now, Snoop opened the show. So next on the line was Gayle King. She issued an apology. First, Gayle's issued that she accepts Snoop's apology and she appreciated Snoop's apology. I'm sure she does. Now, this is what Gayle says that's very interesting to me. She said, I accept the apology and understand the raw emotions caused by this tragic loss. I'm deeply sorry that the questions I asked added to that pain. That was never my intention. As a journalist, it is sometimes challenging to balance doing my job with the emotions and feelings during difficult times. I don't always get it perfect, but I'm constantly striving to do it with compassion and integrity. Okay, first, I don't want to drag Gayle King anymore. I said what I said. I have also calmed down since when I initially saw that interview, because I did see the whole thing. So I have calmed down and I don't have that anger, so I don't want to get on here and drag Gayle King. The first thing I want to say to Gayle is you should have said this the first time and it would have been received better. The first time you issued a statement saying that we didn't watch the whole interview, CBS used a clip, and that it was the editing and they were just using that clip to be salacious and get clicks, which I'm sure CBS did do that. And that's their job. Their job, they don't care nothing about none of these people. Their jobs are to get views and to get advertising dollars. That's their job. It was your job, to me, as an African American woman, to just not ask those questions at that time. And I'm not going to go back and forth on, as a journalist, you have to ask questions sometimes that are difficult. I understand that. But also, as a journalist, you have the right to take an assignment and turn down an assignment. And if you know that this is not the right time, I don't want to go there, I don't want to, I just don't want that energy in my way, I don't feel comfortable asking those questions, you could have said no and gave that interview to someone else. But you said yes, you did it. I don't even want to get into it because I feel like the way you asked and made statements about that situation was wrong. I ain't gonna go back there, but I will at least appreciate that you apologized this time, because the first time you just made a statement. At least this time Gayle apologized. And I do feel like sometimes you have to get dragged. Sometimes you do have to be told about yourself in a harsh way for you to get an understanding. And I feel like at least now she has an understanding. But the proof, Gayle, will be how do you act going forward, especially in the Black community. Are you going to tear down another African American person, or how are you going to act journalistically? That might not even be a word, forgive me, but your actions going forward will be your true apology. So there you go. There you go. And just so I can say it again, you should have apologized the first time. Now, here comes the headliner. The one who is always apologizing. So she has hits on top of hits on top of hits on apologizing. So the headliner of today's apology tour was Miss Wendy Williams. And I said, Wendy, what are you apologizing for? Now, mind you, I watched the clip of her apology. I didn't watch Wendy yesterday. I think it was parent-teacher conference. And that's a whole nother story. But it was parent-teacher conference. When I got home, I didn't really care about watching Wendy. I just wanted to relax my mind and go to sleep for work the next day. So today when Wendy was apologizing, I'm like, well, what is she apologizing for? So first, I look and see on social media, people are dragging Wendy. Because somewhere, I guess, Wendy said men need to stay out of our skirts and out of our heels. And I'm like, what? I don't know the context behind why she said that. But here goes Wendy apologizing, crying her tears that she always shed. And mind you, I love Wendy. But she shed her tears saying how much she loves the LGBT. And she would never say anything to degrade them. And, you know, she was just talking sideways and got caught up and didn't realize what she was saying. Wendy, and this is with all respect, because I love Wendy, You always saying something sideways and having to apologize. Always. I remember when you said something about you didn't believe in affirmative action. You didn't believe that we needed to have HBCUs today because anybody can get into any college. Like, you've said stuff about the LGBT before and had to apologize. And I know, and I honestly feel like you sincerely mean your apologies. Wendy, what I feel like your problem is, you need to stop trying to be a comedian. You're always trying to make jokes that don't land. You're always trying to say something funny, but it ends up being totally not politically correct, and you always apologizing. And at some point, people gonna stop accepting your apologies because they're gonna be like, well, Wendy, you just on bullshit. How many times you gonna apologize? And I don't want you to be like that, Wendy. What I need you to do, and I know y'all do it in the morning, y'all have a meeting, y'all to discuss the hot topics, what y'all gonna talk about for the day. I need you to run through some of your talking points, because that's what I do. And I'm new to this. Like, this YouTube channel ain't but maybe 2 months old. I'm new to this, but I go through hot topics or subjects that I want to discuss. I write down notes. I write down my talking points. One, so I don't forget what I want to say, key things I want to say. And two, just so I can kind of get a feel. Okay. I don't know what happened right there, but what I was saying was, Wendy, I need you to just review your talking points and have someone review it with you so that at least you have an understanding of what you're going to say. And if you feel like you're going to say something that may be unpolitically correct, or that's going to go sideways, that's going to get you dragged on social media, at least someone can check you and say, Wendy, you may not want to say that right there. Because you might not mean it that way, and you might be joking. You need to write down your jokes and let someone say, Wendy, that's not too funny. You might not want to say that. That way you can prep yourself and you're not coming so much off the cuff. And I know that might mess up your routine or whatever, but I'm just telling you, Wendy, at some point, people going to stop believing these apologies. You need to stop being the headliner of this apology tour. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today. People always want it, and it's nothing wrong with apologizing. I appreciate everyone who can step back, look at themselves, and apologize, even if social media made you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. We got a 3-day weekend, y'all, so y'all know what that means. I'm about to crank videos out. So go ahead, subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV so you can see what I got coming up next. And y'all have a good weekend. Like, comment, share. Bye.